Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The vibrant and gorgeous Wednesday, December 17th recap. Taylor betrays Sheila to Deacon with Katie's sword necklace for Bill. Written by Heather Hughes on December 17, 2025 remarks. Comment on television, spoilers, soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful. 1. The vibrant and gorgeous recap of Wednesday, December 17th. Taylor betrays Sheila to Deacon, and Katie's sword necklace for Bill. According to The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Wednesday, December 17th, Taylor Hayes exposed Sheila Sharp to Deacon Sharp, and Katie Spencer gave Bill Spencer a sword necklace. When Brooke Logan Forrester got home, she told Rich Forrester that she had gone to a wedding other than Liam and Hope Logan Spencer's. Brooke stunned Ridge by telling him that Bill and Katie had also gotten married. Ridge was wondering who the other couple was. Additionally, Ridge told Brooke about his encouraging talk with Eric Forrester, who was now open to the notion of retiring. On their wedding night, Katie taunted Bill about taking her to the Spencer Publications office, but she didn't mind the cityscape. On Wednesday's BNB episode, Bill prepared a surprise for Katie, but she offered to give him his old sword necklace instead. Katie adored everything about Bill and said it didn't have to be a bad thing, despite Bill's worries about wearing that reminder of the past. Katie's faith in Bill now that he understood how to use his power for good was symbolized by this sword necklace. Bill made a case for an alternative future after complaining that Katie should have more than the Forresters could provide. Bill described the runway and showroom Katie would have after displaying some designs on a screen. Katie expressed her love for Bill and kissed him appreciatively when he insisted on giving her her own fashion house. Deacon brought pizza to Taylor's office and updated her on Liam and Hope's amazing wedding. Deacon persuaded Taylor to acknowledge that Sheila had visited, and made a suggestion about perhaps ruining the wedding in order to ensure there were no surprises. Deacon and Taylor were concerned that Sheila would regress. Sheila gave Taylor a lot of credit for rescuing her marriage to Deacon, which made her uneasy as well. Taylor called Deacon the entire package and expressed her hope that Sheila might be the woman he deserved after giving him a long list of praises. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon and Sheila's relationship can soon deteriorate once more, so keep an eye out. Make CDL your go-to source for all the exciting Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Brooke and Katie are preparing for battle. On Bold and Beautiful, Katie and Brooke have fought each other in the past, and have a lengthy and convoluted history. Both of the sisters are now married. However, BNB teasers indicate that they will soon have a new issue to contend with on the daytime program. According to previews, Bill Spencer will surprise Katie Logan with a marriage proposal and her own fashion house on Bold and the Beautiful next week. Dollar Bill is giving Katie her own business to manage after Brooke and Rich Forrester abandoned her at Forrester Creations. She can wager that she won't ever be replaced by a new PR staff at Bill's fashion firm. After being ignored at work, Katie is obviously still resentful of her sister. When Brooke Logan and Rich Forrester find out that Katie will be working for Bill Spencer, and they will have some competition, heads will tumble at Forrester Creations. Tensions between the sisters will increase if Katie's new business begins stealing from the FC gang. There are rumors on the internet that she may even persuade Ridge's father to work with her at Spencer's new design firm. Katie may want to employ protection at the new office if she steals the patriarch of the family and places Eric Forrester on Dollar Bill's payroll, because you know what would happen. In recent years, Katie and Brooke were able to get along, but that was before Beatty's significant reunion. The ongoing conflict between the Logan sisters may intensify now that Katie and Bill are back together. There can be more conflict if their husbands are at odds with each other. Ridge's life could completely change as a result of Bill's fashion surprise. Nobody anticipated that Hope Logan and Liam Spencer's wedding would become a double wedding. But when Katie Logan accepts Dollar Bill Spencer's proposal, it does. The spontaneous marriage ceremony between Katie and Bill is not the only major surprise for Katie. Bill tells Katie that he wants to give his wife her own fashion house as a special wedding present. Bill doesn't believe it's a leap, because Katie has only managed public relations for a fashion house. Hold off until Rich receives this news. Rich Forrester will likely be pleased to hear that he was exempt from attending Bill's wedding, as he didn't even bother to show up at his own stepdaughter's wedding because he didn't want to see Bill. Seeing Bill happy was the last thing Ridge would have desired. When Brooke Logan tells him about the unexpected marriage, he is relieved. But what will happen to him when he finds out about the surprise wedding gift that Brooke is still unaware of? It appears that there may soon be some fashion battles. Taylor Hayes tells Deacon Sharp that his wife visited to talk about her guest list rejection when they get together again to talk about the wedding. Hope's refusal to let Sheila Carter attend made her unhappy, and she appeared to be on the verge of collapse. Although Deacon believed Sheila had changed, he now has to be concerned that she might be on the verge of losing it once more. They have no idea that Sheila threatened Lee Finnegan, threatening to harm Taylor if she interfered with Deacon. On Bold and the Beautiful, did Steffi bring Thomas back to undermine Hope? The B&B must-watch moments indicate that Thomas will be back at Forrester Creations this week. Steffi was delighted to meet him and was taken aback by him. Thomas comes back to get revenge. He says he ought to be on the design team and gestures to the Forrester Creations sign. Steffi wants to terminate Deke since he recently started working as a designer for his sister, Hope. Although he was employed to create hope for the future, Steffi believes Thomas ought to take his job back. The prospect of Deke's termination causes friction between the two. Hope doesn't want to be by herself in Thomas's room. The two had a scandalous past together. In Rome, Italy, she had an affair with Thomas. Despite their eventual committed relationship, Hope turned down his several advances. Hope wanted to move past that. Additionally, when Liam believed he was dying from brain cancer, Steffi and Hope decided to keep things cordial. But Hope might be betraying their pledge now that he's still alive and back with her. According to the spoilers, everyone is taken aback by Thomas's homecoming, including Steffi. However, she might have hinted to Thomas that he ought to go back to Forrester Creations. It's likely that during his most recent trip to Los Angeles, she was informed that he was spiraling. Since Steffi wasn't present, Thomas made a quick comeback to make sure Ridge wed Taylor. In less than a day, he learned that Ridge had broken off his engagement to Taylor and wed Brooke. The father and son got into a furious argument as a result. Since losing his job and calling off his engagement to Paris, Thomas acknowledged that he has been feeling lost. Steffi most likely advised Thomas to return in order to sabotage Hope's career and marriage to Liam. She is aware that Thomas irritates her. Who should join Bold and the Beautiful's new fashion house? Bill's wedding present to Katie arrives at the ideal moment. The youngest Logan sister thought about leaving FC since she didn't feel needed there. Katie will now have the opportunity to become well known in the fashion industry because of Bill. But Katie will need staff before she can open her own fashion firm. When some of FC's talent join her new venture, she may discover her employees. It's possible that some of Katie's teammates are relatives. Hope Katie's niece might decide to go. Hope will undoubtedly be shaken by Thomas's reappearance, particularly if Steffi assigns him to work on Hope's line. Hope doesn't want to work with her ex, but Steffi isn't changing her mind. Hope and Deke have all they need to flee Forrester since Steffi wants to replace Deke with Thomas. Katie's business might be the ideal spot for a young, gifted designer like Deke to launch his career. Hope and Deke appear to be the most likely contenders to accompany Katie, although there may be others. Zend is a designer and member of the Forrester family, who never receives the respect and affection he merits. Even though Zend is dedicated to his family, an offer from Katie can make him reconsider his choice. Forrester will suffer a serious setback if they lose their staff to Katie's fashion house. However, when this individual defects to the rival, the family and the business will suffer the ultimate betrayal. FC was founded by Eric, the patriarch of Forrester. He created the business from the ground up with his passion and opulent designs. Eric believes he still has a lot of ideas, but his family, especially Ridge, thinks he should retire. Eric still wants to work, and since FC doesn't want him, he might surprise everyone by using his skills elsewhere. Eric would be a big asset to Katie's firm because of his talent for both design and business. He may help Katie become a successful fashion house owner and compete with Forrester. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 3 weeks. Ridge betrayed, Brooke surprised, fashion design conflict. Written by Heather Hughes on December 17, 2025. Leave a comment. Related. Television spoilers. Soap opera. The Bold and the Beautiful 52. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 3 weeks. Ridge betrayed, Brooke surprised, fashion design conflict. According to previews for the next 3 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, On December 17th, Brooke Logan Forrester will be taken by surprise, and Ridge Forrester, who has been betrayed, will experience some wrath. Here's what B&B viewers may anticipate from the upcoming clashing designs. After they get married, Bill Spencer will gift Katie Logan a new fashion house, which will open the week of December 17th. Katie will be given complete power by Bill, and she will be eager to take on a new challenge. At Forrester Creations, there will be many problems in the future. It seems that Thomas Forrester will want to work some magic on Hope Logan Spencer's line once more after his reappearance. Although Hope won't be quite convinced that's a good idea, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes will pretend that Hope is allowing personal matters to interfere with her ability to do her job well. Hope will fight to keep Deke sharp on board since he has excellent ideas, but Steffi will no longer see room for his vision. But Katie's fashion house announcement might be revolutionary. Eric Forrester might decide to come out of retirement to assist Katie in developing the brand after hearing the news. You can bet Deke may be able to advance in the fashion sector as a result. After this setback involving Thomas, Hope might even be inclined to go with Aunt Katie. There will be a little Christmas cheer throughout the week of December, but it might not last long. There will be a lot of drama in this tale of opposing designs, but there will also be conflict. Forrester Creations will compete against whatever Katie's new fashion firm is called, so there will be some intense competition. When Katie begins snatching Forrester talent, Brooke will undoubtedly be caught off guard by her new endeavor. When Eric starts working for their new adversary, Ridge will feel deceived, which will cause more tension between them. There may be some New Year's Eve festivities and new resolutions during the week of December 17th. Katie may promise to become well known in the fashion industry, but the Forresters will put up a fierce fight to maintain their position. Of course, in the middle of all of this, Sheila Sharp cannot be overlooked. Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes' developing relationship should continue to be an issue, even if Sheila may make it her goal in the coming year to maintain her marriage. Stay in for updates on all the fun. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, the next 3 weeks will feature some stunning scenes and some fresh starts. Make CDL your go-to source for Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. The vibrant and gorgeous recap of Monday, December 15th. Bill and Katie tie the knot after Eric makes a grand gesture for Ridge. Written by Heather Hughes on December 17, 2025 remarks. Comment on television, spoilers, soap opera, recap, The Beautiful and the Bold 30. The vibrant and gorgeous recap of Wednesday, December 17th. Eric's magnificent act for Ridge, Bill and Katie's wedding. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Monday, December 17th, shows that as Bill Spencer and Katie Logan were being married, Eric Forrester made a stirring grand gesture for Ridge Forrester. Bill pulled out an engagement ring and some wedding rings as part of his marriage proposal on Wednesday's B&B show. They told the remaining guests from Liam Spencer and Hope Logan Spencer's wedding that there will be another wedding tonight after Katie decided she was on board. Forrester, Donna Logan Will Spencer, Electra Forrester, and Brooke Logan Forrester were ecstatic. They chose to wing it without an officiant for the time being after Bill recommended they make things formal later. As Bill and Katie's ceremony began, there were a few encouraging remarks. Before Bill proclaimed them husband and wife, Katie and Bill exchanged sincere vows and rings. Katie and Bill cemented their marriage with a lip lock when Will finally asked his parents to share a kiss. Steffi Forrester Finnegan and John Finn Finnegan had a quiet evening together at the Cliff House talking about Hope getting married to Liam and Ridge perhaps making amends with Eric. Additionally, Finn and Steffi discussed the prospect of having Kelly Spencer officiate their future vow renewal. Steffi and Finn realized they had to treasure their relationship, since they had something unique in common. Before heading home, Eric asked Ridge to remain for a drink at Forrester Creations.